In our top story tonight, child safety. You think when you leave your kids at school that they're safe. Unfortunately, that's not something the parents of Amira Armbrust feel anymore. KX News' Aaron Fields is investigating how a 5-year-old girl was able to walk away from a local after-school program with no one knowing. And now changes are being made to make sure this doesn't happen again.
And that was a horrible phone call that I got because I was actually in Lubbock, Texas for work. So I was 1,300 miles away when I got this phone call. It was a rough few days.
This past week, the unthinkable happened when Candy Swinning and Jared Armbrust got a phone call from a friend telling them that their 5-year-old daughter had just come home from school with a 19-year-old stranger. Candy's daughter, Amira, was supposed to be at the mrec after-school program until 6 o'clock, but instead she walked away from school with the older girl.
And about 4:30, a friend of mine that was with my eldest daughter at home, they'd called me stating that there was a 19-year-old and my 5-year-old daughter that was at home.
Swinning said she called the police and rushed home. According to the Lincoln police, the stranger who took Amira had the mental capacity of a 9-year-old. Police are not recommending charges. It was here at Lincoln Elementary School where the 5-year-old was taken. And the thing was, no one had any idea she was even gone. After making sure her daughter was safe, Swinning called the school to see how her daughter walked away without anyone knowing.
Obviously, as any freaked out parent and scared, I started screaming at him, "Well, of course you don't know where my kid's at. She is not there. I don't know how long it was before they left." And so, I mean, there was a minimum of 6 staff out on the playground, and they didn't notice my child talking to a stranger. They didn't notice my child leaving. Plus, I live 6 blocks roughly from the school, and my 5-year-old's walking around town unsupervised.
I reached out to mrec Executive Director Luke Schaefer, who said it was still an open investigation and could not talk about the incident, but he says they have updated their policies to ensure better safety for the children.
mrec Extended School Program really exists to help provide a secure environment for children before and after school. And it is our hope that parents come to us anytime they have a concern and that they share those concerns with us so that we can make improvements.
Swinning says other mothers have reached out to her about similar situations with the after-school program, but Schaefer said he could not comment on any other situations.
I mean, these are our kids. If we just let it continue to be swept under the rug, nothing's ever going to be taken care of. We have to be their voice.
For Swinning, she says her family is lucky things didn't turn out even worse. Amira's home safe, but she won't be headed back to that after-school program again. For KX News, I'm Aaron Fields.
MREC says it will no longer let staff use phones during their shift. They will also be implementing more monitoring stations and discussing stranger danger programs with the police.